This is my 2006 Acura. Oh, geez, it's bright out here. My 2006 Acura RSX.
Yeah, let's rattle off some numbers. 106, 817,000 miles. 155 horsepower. Base models for life.
$1,124.73. The amount of money I paid for gas in 2017. Four seats. Two seats you would actually want to sit in. But here's the number I really want to focus on.
35.
35. That's what I pay each month for car insurance. So to understand how I pay that amount, while the average Johnny Doe citizen pays $120 every month, let's break this down. Disclaimer number one, I get it. It's nearly impossible to compare car insurance rates unless you're two identical people driving an identical car, living in an identical city, with identical incomes and identical credit histories and identical marital statuses and, oh yeah, identical driving records. But let's forget all that and do it anyway. Disclaimer number two, I am by no means an expert on insurance whatsoever. I have worked 0 hours in any type of insurance environment, let alone auto insurance. And I probably have no authority to speak on this topic whatsoever. So, number one, driver age. You ever log on to those car rental websites and try and rent a car, and if you're under the age of 25, they charge you some absurd daily surcharge? Yeah. It's not because they don't like you. It's because they hate you. See, if you're 16 to 19 years old, statistically, you are 3 times more likely to die in a fatal car accident. Not very promising. Now, the number does drop a bit for the age group 20 to 24, but the real decline doesn't happen until you're about 25, statistically speaking. Now, I'm sure you, as a feckless teenager, are more than responsible, but, well, and honestly, the insurance companies aren't stupid. So, they know that. And if you're under 25 trying to insure your car, you're going to face a massive premium. Number two, car age. Now this one's kind of interesting because it's not exactly an inverse relationship. You would think that the older the car, the cheaper it is, the less it's worth, and the cheaper it is to insure. But conversely, it's actually in the interest of the car insurance company to keep you in a safe, reliable car. Logic being that if you're involved in some type of accident, there's going to be more safety features to prevent you from getting catastrophically hurt, and therefore they don't have to pay as much for medical costs. Now, that seems to make sense. So you would think that a 1993 Civic would be more expensive than a 2018 Civic, when in reality they're probably more comparable than you think, or at least the same price. Now, obviously, if you're driving a 1970s exotic Ferrari, then yeah, those parts are going to be hard to find. There's certain mechanics that can only work on the car, and that's going to cost you a premium. One important thing to note is that if you finance your car, that means that if you borrow money, whether it be from your credit union, your bank, or the car financing company, if you finance your car, you're required to carry both collision and liability insurance. Now, collision insurance, that protects you that if you do something yourself to your car, or if someone maybe breaks into it, or it is no one leaves a note after they slam their shopping cart into the passenger side door or something. That means your car insurance company will still pay to have that car repaired. Now that insurance, that comes with a premium, but it's required because the people that loaned you the money, they need to protect the asset that secures their loan to you. I hope that makes sense. Like, it's kind of complicated, but the long story point is it's not always cheaper to insure older cars. It actually might be the opposite might be true. And you need to shop around, you need to do your homework, you need to call around, and yeah. Number three, car value. Unlike number 2, car age, this one's pretty straightforward. The more expensive your car, the more expensive it is to replace it, the more expensive your premiums are going to be. So, not surprisingly, your M5 is going to be about 30% more expensive to insure, generally, than your Toyota Corolla. And number 4, probably the most obvious, your driving history. If you're a numbskull driving around, speeding tickets, collisions, history of whatever, yeah, the precedent's not good. You're going to pay a lot. So don't be an idiot, drive safe. So in conclusion, be old, drive cars with a high safety rating, don't drive exotic sports cars, and don't speed. Oh my gosh, I've become your grandmother. Alright guys, let's be honest. This whole video is just an excuse for me to play with some toys.